What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be doing a speed comparison between the iPhone 4S, the iPod Touch 4th generation, and the iPhone 4. So the first test we're going to run is going to be some website tests. And just to make sure it's a fair test, I'm going to clear the cookies and data and history on all the devices. So the middle one is the iPod Touch 4th generation, the left one is the iPhone 4S, and the right one is the iPhone 4. Alright, so we're going to just close all of our apps just to make sure it's completely fair. Even though this actually doesn't affect the performance of Safari. Okay, that one's already done, as you can see there. Okay, so we'll launch Safari on all of them. And we'll go into... We'll just do a test on Google.com. I'll try to hit them all at the same time. This is going to be pretty difficult. Okay, so we got that one queued up on there. Got that one queued up on there. Alright, so I'm going to try to get this as close as I can to perfect, but obviously that's not going to happen. So I'm going to push go on all of them. Alright, so... and we're off. Alright, so it looks like the iPhone 4 actually finished first that time. Kinda odd. And we're going to try another website here. I'm going to load this up. We're going to try Yahoo. Boom, we're off. Alright, so these are all on the same Wi-Fi network. Okay, so looks like these asked me for some location data. That's an error. We're going to go to apple.com now. And we're off. So the iPod Touch 4th generation and the iPhone 4S tied, and it looks like the iPhone 4 came in last. Very odd considering the iPod Touch 4th generation has much less memory and processor speed than the others. Alright, so we're going to go to the iPhone section from apple.com. Okay. And we're off. So the iPhone 4S is showing content, the Apple iPod Touch 4th generation is done, and the iPhone 4 is finishing in last again. I'm not sure why. It's still not done though. Okay, we're not going to wait for that to finish. We're going to move on to msn.com. And we're off. So it goes to the mobile version. The iPhone 4S has a head start. The iPhone 4 is a little bit behind. And the iPod Touch 4th generation just finished. So this is actually the speed I've been seeing in normal days. First comes the iPhone 4S, and second comes the iPhone 4, and then last comes the iPod Touch, which are relative to the specs that it has. So we're going to be doing some app comparisons now. So we are going to launch Newegg Mobile. So the iPhone 4S was in first, and it looked like the iPod Touch 4th generation and the iPhone 4 tied. So now we're going to try to open Apple's App Store app. So we're going to go over here. So it looks like the iPhone 4S was in first, and it was about a tie for the iPhone 4 and the iPod Touch 4th generation. Next, we're going to launch the Calendar app and see if there's any sort of speed difference here. So we have the Calendar app queued up. Oh, missed the iPod Touch. But it was pretty fast. So as you can see, overall, I've noticed a huge speed difference in the iPhone 4S compared to the iPhone 4, which I had previously used. And the iPod Touch 4th generation, it's just overall not as fast. Next, we're going to do a lag test on a YouTube video. So we are going to see which one loads faster, and we're going to also pull down the notification center in the middle of the video and see if there's any sort of lag on any of the devices. So we're going to play out the same video on each of them and see which one loads faster. Okay, they were all pretty close. So let's see which one starts playing faster. The iPhone 4S was in first, and the other ones looked like they about tied. So now we're going to just pull down the notification center on all of them. Okay, so then we're going to push the home button. And this one, there is basically no pausing or anything. And this one, there's a little bit of lag, and this one's a little bit faster than the iPod Touch. Do that again.